like getting geared up for this.
Yes. What up, everyone?
Heard heavy breathing.
We are live now, I think, for Rant Café episode 46. It's going to be a good one this time. We're talking about One Punch Man Season 2 and what the hell is happening with One Punch Man Season 2. We basically, over a year ago, learned that One Punch Man Season 2 is in production, but we've never gotten a release date. Kind of like we got an announcement recently that My Hero Academia is getting a Season 3, but there was no announcement about a release date. It's like, oh yeah, it's happening, guys. It's happening, but that's all we know. And however, with One Punch Man Season 2, just last week, we learned that they're switching the studio that's making it from Madhouse to a JC staff. They're switching the director, a whole bunch of other key staff members. So this really is not usual. It's very concerning in terms of, is this season even going to happen? So as big One Punch Man fans, we're going to be discussing this today. And joining me today, I have a brand new guest. First time on Rant Café, Nawagata. What's up?
Hello. How's everyone?
Good.
Welcome. Glad to have you here. We met on the Discord, the AnimeUproar Discord server, and then Anbu told me, you're a YouTuber. We got to get her on Rant Café, so now you're here.
Yes, I'm here. I'm very small compared to you guys. Yes, I'm here. I'm very happy you guys have me. Thank you.
Pleasure to have you, Nawagata. And of course, her channel link is in the description. Also joining us today, we have Soul Maka and Anime Recon. And we were supposed to have Jojo Talks Too Much in here as well. However, he's having trouble getting in. For some reason, his computer is going spacey on him. So if he can't get in, unfortunately, that sucks. But he was supposed to join us too. But his channel link is in the description as well. And today, I think for the first time officially, we have Soul Maka's channel, guys. Soul Maka finally made a video on his channel, and that link is in the description as well. You guys can check it out for the first time. Pretty psyched, Soul, to have you on the YouTube train. How does it feel?
Tiring. No, it's I just need to work out my free time so I can dedicate more time to making videos and building up my content. And yeah, so now you see what I've been dealing with, my friend. Now you see when people are like, oh man, when's that next video? Oh, when's this video coming? When's that video coming? When someone's like, hey, Animac, why don't you rewatch all of Clannad and make that video about the Clannad ending? Now you see how hard that is, right? Yeah. Plus, you have to throw kids in the mix.
Yes, well, I have a younger brother.
So I have one thing to tell you. Work your ass off. That's what you need to do.
I'm already doing that with my job.
Yeah,
well, that'll do that on YouTube as well.
It's hard when you work a full-time job. I can vouch for that. When you work a full-time job and you try to do YouTube full-time, it's a living nightmare.
Yeah, taxing.
But that's 100% true, because to do YouTube seriously, you have to take it as a full-time job. Like, you have to consider it a full-time job if you want to be doing it seriously. And so if you're working 2 full-time jobs, it's almost impossible to do it and also have a normal life, like a normal person, right? Oh,
impossible. I have one human, like, real-life friend. That's it. They rarely see me.
I will say that most of my friends are online now as well, so that is a thing. That is a thing.
This is it. These are the people. These are the ones that are set forth for life. So love them.
I love how Josh Duffney in the chat's like, "Hey, Animac, where's that Clannad video?"
Isn't Nux coming on? I mean, he should be for this discussion about.
Unfortunately, Nux, I think he's busy today. I think he has some work-related stuff.
There's a guy in chat. Kev's to 15. He's asking about 7 Deadly Sins Season 2, and so far that is lined up for January 2018.
Yes, so that's
along with Overlord as well. Overlord is January 2018 as well.
Didn't that become a Netflix original series? 7 Deadly Sins?
Basically, that means nothing. Saying it's a Netflix original series, all that means is that Netflix is going to have distribution rights to it when it comes here, but it's not going to be released on Netflix first. It's going to be released in Japan first. Netflix has nothing to do really with the production. So yeah, it's a weird, misleading thing that they say it's a Netflix original.
Oh no, that's what I wondered.
Right.
That
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's like the others that are coming out. The Godzilla, Baki.
I'm excited for that. That's
Yeah.
most likely going to be in the cinemas though. The Godzilla anime.
Yeah, I'm excited
Yeah,
for that
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Saint
So me and
Seiya
you,
and
we're
a
gonna
few
team up
others.
and watch it. Hopefully.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely, yeah, man. We'll hook up and watch it. We'll go watch it.
Yeah.
And by the
You're
way,
jealous,
Recon and Soul, since they're both in England, they recently met in real life, guys.
Yes, it was a lot of fun, to be honest.
In real life.
And it was amazing because he never brought a body pillow. I was so glad. I was so glad.
Yeah.
When otakus meet.
Yeah, when otakus meet is a little bit weird. I mean, I was just being a normal guy outside from what I am on YouTube, like a huge SAO fan, but in real life, I'm completely different. I'm just a generic average guy, just meeting
Very quiet.
meeting a guy.
He's very
So, yeah.
quiet. I try and
SAO
inject
fan.
some life into him. Yeah.
My buddy's a big SAO fan, so I'm not hating.
Yes, thank you.
He's obsessed with Asuna, like obsessed.
Yeah.
Every time, usually when we have a new guest on, and they discovered that Recon is a non-ironic SAO fan, they have like a moment of like, what the fuck? Like Misty,
No.
Misty was like, is this guy like joking? Like is he being sarcastic? And we're like, no, man, he's for real. It's like, oh my god.
See, that's the whole reason why there's different industries that are thriving, like harem or like weird, just the weird stuff, because or stuff that people dislike, because there are a genre of people that really do enjoy that, so you can't hate on it because it's doing well.
Yeah, and that's your boy Recon. He's the harem king. He calls himself the harem king.
I like how she said weird stuff.
Weird stuff.
I dig it.
Not
No, I
the
dig
weird
it
stuff.
though. I dig it. I like the weird stuff. I watch that. I mean, I don't watch
Yeah.
SAO, but I mean, I watch, all the like harems that people didn't like, or I watched them all. I think they're good.
Okay.
It depends. It depends. Like, for example, High School DxD, Recon loves it. I'm not a fan. I watched a few episodes. I was like, man, can we fast forward to the non-plot parts? Like,
I've actually watched one episode of that. I haven't watched the whole series. Only one episode. I'm like, this is too much titty for me.
First two, and I was like, this is just.
It's just too much titty for me, man. It's just way too much titty. I was like, this is way too much fan service for me.
It's like Bible Black, but like stops short of the best part, right? Am I right?
Yeah. Like,
anywho, we have Jojo talks too much in the chat. Poor guy. He was, like I said, he was trying to get in. He was having technical problems. He said his computer took a Saitama punch to the face, and so unfortunately not with us in the stream. But yeah, so in terms of this whole One Punch Man season 2 thing, I don't know. I want to get your guys' thoughts on this, because I talked about this in the little news video we did. It's like, I'm quite a bit concerned because, like I said, we got the confirmation over a year ago. Oh yeah, it's gonna happen, guys. And now we're not getting any release dates. I was thinking, months ago we would get a release date, like we did for Seven Deadly Sins. They're like, okay, it's coming in January. Overlord season 2, even Attack on Titan, which we waited 4 years, ended up getting season 3 announcement for spring of 2018. Thankfully, hopefully, My Hero Academia announcement is going to come soon for season 3 as well. But yeah, like, what do you guys think about this One Punch Man season 2? By the way, Soul, I don't know if you're following the manga. I'm not caught up to the manga, but does that give you any clue about what's going on? Or
well, yeah, I mean, I'm reading the manga, and I'm guessing that the next season will be covering the hero killer, who is a student of someone and is hunting down heroes. That'll probably be the main villain. But in terms of like its production and what's going on, I did find like the people who are in charge now, when they it was a troll post, I swear down, because they said like, oh, they were giving like a preview like of art in it, just to show you that you can have faith in their art style. And they drew Saitama's face, but they drew Saitama's face, in his simplistic form.
Yeah,
like when he does like the idiot face. Yeah, they done that. No, that's simple, just a circle, 2 circular eyes and a smile. That's it. That's what they did, and I was like, what? That's such a troll. that is such a troll. Yeah, I mean, because that shows no like real artistry. You know what I mean? It's like anyone could do that. My son could do that.
Yeah, so
terrible.
what do you like? What is happening? Do you guys think it's actually going to happen, or do you think that there's some issues with, like, perhaps, as they say, creative differences, which often means, maybe the manga author one is in conflict with the anime staff or something crazy like that, and then it's just being consistently dragged through the mud? I don't know. What do you guys think?
Personally, I think this all just makes perfect sense. It was a really, really high demand when Madhouse did it. And not only that, they did a lot of outsourcing as well. And they did have a lot of passion when they put into the project as well. So I feel like the other studio is just, you know what I mean? That's a big freaking gauntlet to carry off and baton to try to toss off. So I feel like it's going to come, but it's probably going to be something like 2019 or 2020.
Yeah, kind of like Attack on Titan season 2, we might get a long, long wait, which sucks. Because, yeah, I was thinking, because we had the announcement like over a year ago that season 2 would be greenlit, I was thinking, it must be almost done by now. Like, maybe we'll get a spring 2018 announcement for the release date. But if they're switching studios now, then I'm thinking it hasn't even been started. So It's like, who knows when we're going to actually get it, which sucks so hard.
And that's such a big, think about how big One Punch Man was. It even got big here in America. For people that didn't like anime, loved it. You know what I mean? So, it got so big, and that's such a big weight load to carry. I can definitely see why this is taking forever.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It did get popular even among non-anime fans, which only a few animes do. Like, I would say Attack on Titan did, and the Dragon Ball franchise, but not a lot of anime get to that point. Josh says he thinks JC Staff is going to do a good job, that we shouldn't be on edge. My problem is not necessarily with the studio. It's who knows how long this is going to take now. My problem is with why are they getting to the point where they're switching studios in the first place? Like, that cannot be a good sign whatsoever.
I mean, you can get a little bit quaky that they are switching directors, I would think.
Yeah, because they are switching directors as well, and a bunch of other key staff members. So I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, cast is still the same.
I don't know. I'm concerned myself because things might not be the same as it was in the first season. Maybe story-wise, animation-wise, and all this stuff. Because, I mean, I've watched quite a few anime JC Staff has done. Some were good, some were bad. So I'm not really too keen. They're gonna know how to do One Punch Man perfectly, like Madhouse did. So yeah, I'm a little bit scared that they're gonna ruin it.
Probably. I'm gonna post some links in the chat because I think I've just found some other images of what he's gonna look like now. So I'll post them here for us, and I'll post them in like the actual channel chat for everyone else to see, so we can comment on them.
Yeah, and it's always really screwed up when you have an iconic anime like One Punch Man, like Nawagata said. It got big all over the world, and now you're going to be changing, studios. Like, they're going to try to make it similar, but there's going to be some differences, and hardcore fans are going to nitpick on any difference and be like, why would they change this? Why would they change that? So yeah, like, I feel like they would not have changed studios and directors if there wasn't some big underlying issue, perhaps rivalry or like a disagreement between the creator of the manga and the web comic and the anime staff or something like that, which sucks because One Punch Man is popular. It's definitely going to be profitable. So it sucks when you have enough material to go on from the manga. It's going to be profitable, and yet you're still having problems because of like personal issues and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's also a major key issue as well. I mean, the only thing that I think in a scenario like this, I always say is hope for the best, expect the worst. Most definitely.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. By the way, a few people I saw, Anime Dude and Neo Geo, saying congrats on 60,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. That is insane. We reached 60,000 like last night or something. And we started off this year, I think in January we hit 3,000. So after the new year. So it's just crazy to be at 60,000. It doesn't even feel real. But, with we'll just keep pushing, man. We'll keep
Yeah.
pushing until everyone's like, bro, these guys are pushing. I don't know.
Congrats, though. That's freaking amazing. That is a good accomplishment. Keep going.
Thank you. And of course, Rant Cafe is a big part of the channel and just having fun with fellow YouTubers and everybody in the chat. It's always a great time. Thanks, Lucario. Yeah, Recon, your thoughts on One Punch Man? I know I'm gonna guess you haven't read the manga.
Nope, I have not read the manga.
Excellent, good guess. So tell me why you liked about season 1 and what you hope to get in season 2, and do you think season 2 is even gonna happen?
I think it's gonna happen. Yeah, if JC staff can get it on time. I mean, I know we don't have a release date yet, but who knows? Maybe they're gonna nail it. Maybe they won't nail it. Maybe it's gonna be a failure. Maybe it's not gonna be a failure. But what I liked about season 1 that Madhouse has done is the entire premise of the show, the animation, the characters. I mean, everything was just so on point. Everything was perfect. I loved it so much. The fact that it's going to get a season 2, and we've heard that JC staff is going to be doing it. The director changed. All the staff has changed. Who knows what's going to happen? I mean, so yeah, it's a big mystery.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like
it's huge, unexpected news that JC staff is going to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
I think they're wrong. Why are they giving up a huge, popular mainstream show to JC staff? I mean, Madhouse should be doing it. Why would they carry it over to JC staff? That's a
Overlord.
huge mistake.
It's because they're working on Overlord season 2, and that's a really extreme project that they're taking on right now, and they need all of the staff for that and the
Yes,
outsourcing.
but One Punch Man is more important than Overlord. It's what I think mostly.
I would say it's more popular for sure.
Most
Yes,
definitely.
it is. Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. Is it maybe, like a personal problem between the staff or between, the creator and the anime staff? Because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Like for a studio to not want to make a profitable anime, it's already been greenlit. People are waiting for it, right? You have the staff in place. You already did one season. It's not brand new. So it's like, it does seem weird for that to be happening. And that's why I'm leaning towards maybe there's some kind of personal disagreements, which sucks because people shouldn't let that kind of stuff get in the way of the business and producing great, entertaining content. But yeah, I do hope that the JC staff can hit the ground running, and obviously they do have the manga to go by, so they're not gonna just completely change up, the storyline or screw up the storyline or something like that because they have material that they go by. So that's a good thing. Personally, I loved the first season. I thought it was hilarious. I love the humor. Moomin Rider, guys. Moomin Rider.
Moomin Rider, best hero.
Moomin Rider, man.
Best hero.
Yeah,
Best
so
hero.
that's to me, like, I know a lot of people, including very respectable reviewers whose opinions I respect, they said that the One Punch Man kind of concept got old to them fast. Like, it's like the same joke all over and over again. But to me, it was still funny. I found it an interesting, funny show throughout. So I was a fan throughout, personally. So what about you? How did you like season 1? And what do you think about season 2?
Yeah, season 1 was it was great. Season 1 was great. It did get me into the manga. And I think it's a great show. The whole like one punch joke thing, I think it is really good. I would say for those who think, I don't know, just like focusing on that one joke gets boring, then you'll be glad to know later on in the manga he actually starts thinking seriously about his life and what he's doing with himself. But yeah, season 2, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I am dying to see some fights, especially what's his name? Watchdog versus the villain that's going to be involved. That is a fight I want to see, because that Watchdog guy is like OP, but you would never think it because the way he looks, because he's in that dog suit. And he's like, null and void expressionless, but he's so OP. I swear to God, he's crazy.
I'm excited for that.
As for JC staff, they have done some good stuff. For those who like Shokugeki no Soma, that's JC stuff. Yeah, I mean, those who like
Yeah, there are
Toradora,
fans, there are a lot of
that's
fans,
JC
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, Familiar of Zero, JC stuff. You know, so I mean, they can do good. You know, they can do good. Golden Time, Shakugan no Shana. Yeah, I mean, was it the Magical Index?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bakuman, Prison School. You know, they can do good. So I do have faith in them as a studio. I think they could do well. But I don't know. I don't know because I'm not too sure about all the other stuff they've got like ongoing at the moment and how that would affect the production. Like for example, with Toei Animation, One Piece has been pretty okay, consistent, pretty much. But once they started doing Dragon Ball Super, the artwork on both series started to suffer.
Bad.
So, you know, something like that could happen. You know, they're already doing Shokugeki no Soma. I'm not sure what else they're already doing. But then once they start doing like, if they're doing like One Punch Man season 2, like concurrently with other series, it might like stretch them a bit thin, and then you know it might suffer some animation dips, and then you know we'll be comparing it then to the whole Madhouse version, and we'll be like, the Madhouse version looked awesome. Why does this look so shoddy? JC stuff, you suck. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my opinion anyway.
And that's a classic anime fan thing to be like, you look at the smallest difference and you're like, look at this, they ruined it, they ruined fucking everything.
Yeah.
Shield Labs in the chat says that One Punch Man is one of their favorite and newer anime and manga, and I have to agree. When I think about, you know, let's say the last 5 years, One Punch Man is definitely there and one of the top anime that I like. Other ones include Kill la Kill and like Attack on Titan and that type of stuff. But absolutely, yeah, like it's one of the ones that I think of right away when you think about like newer anime post 2010 that are still badass and kind of good. Because the Anime Man just posted actually on Twitter, I saw it not long ago, saying that, is it just me or are a lot of newer anime just crap? Like he can't think of that many new anime that were good this year. And I have to agree, like there's a lot of recon type stuff. There's a lot of crappy
Copy and paste. A lot of copy and paste.
Yeah.
It's online clones.
So
But
yeah,
yes,
I mean,
recon. Tell me
you
what
can
I'm
see
wrong.
like. Sorry, go on, Recon.
You told me about Black Clover, right? I did watch the first episode.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
I
terrible.
must
wasn't it?
say,
It was terrible,
I
wasn't it?
was pretty disappointed. Yeah, I
I
was a
told
little
you.
bit disappointed.
I was as well.
I warned everyone. I warned everyone
I
in
knew
Discord.
it.
I told them.
I just fucking knew Studio Parrot, however you pronounce their name,
Parrot.
were gonna fuck it up. I just knew it. I knew they were gonna fuck it up, like
Did
they
you read
always
the
do.
manga?
No, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's them who messed it up anyway. Because I mean, it's just the story itself is bad. But
No,
what made
it
it
is.
worse was the voice actor. The
Well,
voice
yeah,
actor.
what kind of voice actor
Oh,
did they
Lord.
hire for Asta? That was annoying as fuck.
That was bad.
so annoying.
Dude, that was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, that just added to it. That just like that was the nail in the coffin. That was terrible. That
I'm
was
sorry,
terrible.
but his voice acting was just so fucking annoying. I couldn't handle it. I was like, please change him, please.
But then that's the thing. That's the thing. JC staff might do something like that. They might choose someone for Saitama that if they can't get the original.
No,
And
same
then-
cast. It's same cast.
Well, is it still? Was it still going to keep the same? Yeah, same.
Yeah,
VA?
it's same cast. See, they still got
Okay,
the same cast.
Oh, well, that's all right then. That's all right then.
Yep, you're
Whew.
good. Yeah, that's what I was freaked out about too. I made sure it's the same cast. Like I said before, like I think Madhouse, they could have had a disagreement for sure, but I really think this was an outsourcing issue because it was at first, big demand as well, and they put a lot of passion into it, and there was a lot of outsourcing. I think it was failed outsourcing for the people that they originally had on the first project.
Well, did Madhouse also do the 2 recap movies for Overlord?
I think.
Yeah, because
I'm not sure.
maybe that's what it was. Maybe doing those 2, doing another second season, and whatever else they had, they might have been stretching themselves thin, and then they were like, you know what, we can't handle this the way it should. We're gonna have to pass it on to someone.
Exactly.
Maybe.
That's what I think.
Mm.
That's just my prediction. Don't take that into fact.
It could be, because there's a lot we don't know about the anime industry, and that's kind of what sucks. Because, you know, with Western shows like Game of Thrones, for example, or any shows, you'll often know like a year ahead of time, you know, the next season is coming, it's coming at this time, and you're like, oh, cool, and you know it's coming and you're prepared. With anime, I think with Attack on Titan Season 2, we learned like 2 months before it came out, oh, by the way, guys, Attack on Titan Season 2 is coming out in April.
Yep.
And everyone's like, what? After 4 years, just like, boom, April. It's like, yeah, so I think the anime industry is very, like, in terms of communication, there is not a lot of it, and there's a lot of, you know, just sudden decisions and things happening, not working out, that, you know, we're not necessarily used to when you look at Western productions and Hollywood productions and stuff, because Hollywood movies can be, you know, being made for 2 years, and you know when they're supposed to come out and all that stuff. It's all on Wikipedia. It's all there. So yeah, I think it's something we have to get used to with the anime industry. It doesn't work on like a clock. It's very, which is weird because the Japanese are said to be very efficient and, you know, detail oriented, but with anime it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
By the way, we had some people.
No racist pun intended.
Yeah. We had some people in here in the chat saying that their favorite new anime is Content Cop. And man,
did you see
iDubbbz is crazy, man.
He
definitely one punches these YouTubers. He just one punches them. It's nuts.
Fucking love
like when I was watching the latest one, it's like it says Jake Paul, and I'm like, oh shit, everyone was expecting this. It's like, oh, actually, this isn't on Jake Paul at all. This is on Rice Gum, and it's like, what?
Pulled the old bamboozled.
Oh man, yeah, he's nuts. And then like PewDiePie's in there, H3H3. Oh man,
everybody. It was too good.
It was like a YouTuber mind of like the coolest maniacs.
YouTuber cult.
Yeah, super cool for sure. Oh man, and yeah, I knew about all that crazy shit about Rice Gum before, but I mean, like, I don't watch the guy, but yeah, that's some stuff. Caster for Life says his favorite new anime is Neo Yokio. Yes.
Oh no. No.
Not an anime, but I just made a video and published it today about why I think it was a brilliant animated series from American animated series and comedy. So yes, guys, yes.
I have to watch
Is that a pun? Is it a pun? I haven't watched it yet. So is it a pun? Are you being serious? Please say you are.
Being serious. He's being serious.
No,
I'm
happy.
Video, I'm being serious. Yeah.
I'm happy because no one will step out and say, hey, you know what? This was actually a really good marketing strategy, because even if you do think it's freaking stupid, you still got something to learn. You are still going to talk about it. You are still going to talk about, like, I had people pissed off in my Discord about it today, talking about it, like, why would they do something like this? I'm like, you're talking about it. It worked, didn't it? All of you are talking about it.
Yeah, like the Toblerone is such a brilliant meme, and you know they knew it was going to be a meme.
Yep.
Like, they knew it was going to be a meme. It wasn't like one of those, they were trying to, you know, they were trying to actually be poetic with it or something, and then it became a meme because it was so stupid. It's like they knew that this was going to be a meme. And a lot of the stuff, as I mentioned in my video, it's that absurdist, surreal sort of comedy, and that's what they're going for. They're not trying to get taken seriously. Just like Keijo was not trying to be taken as a serious sports anime. It's like One Punch Man is not trying to be taken as a sort of gritty Dark Knight type show, like a superhero show. They're good for what they know what they are. The show knows what it is. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and that's why it works. And I think Neo Yokio absolutely works in that sense.
No, my point would be against it, like as a product, because as like a piece of art, getting whether it's negative or positive, like feedback works in it because it garners attention. But as a product, as something that they want to sell, negative doesn't help. They don't help sell it. You know what I mean?
I totally have something to say to that. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm really good counter for that. Do you remember, like, a while back, Funimation did a really terrible English dub, and they used all of their best English voice actors. It was either for an anime called, like, Ghost Hunt or Ghost Stories or something like that. And the reason why they did that was because they knew that the storyline itself in Japanese was a very dull storyline, and they wanted to, it was some kind of marketing pull that they did. And they purposely, they purposely dubbed it terribly, but that winded up being one of the most hilarious, best marketing pulls that they've ever did. And I think that was like, I honestly kind of feel like that was Netflix's small attempt to do that.
Yeah, no, but I mean, it was good to get attention, but how well did it sell?
We're talking about it right now,
That's
aren't
the
we?
point. No. That don't mean it sold.
Did
You
you
know
watch
what I mean?
it? Did you watch it?
You could talk about the thing in the bargain bin. You know what I mean? It's like,
No,
But did you watch
this is
it?
what-
it's sold, you know?
No, but so you're wrong for the very reason that the business model that Netflix does is streaming, and so the people that are going to watch Netflix, they already have Netflix memberships. So it's not about you going out and buying the product.
Okay.
You're going to
But,
hear
yeah,
people
no,
talk
but-
about it, and you're going to watch
yeah,
it
okay,
to see
but-
what the hype is all about.
Yeah, but how many times, especially in the anime community, when someone gives something a bad rep, do people just hate on it without even trying to watch it?
Yeah, well, that's why, bro, I'm the
I give him that.
revolutionary. I'm the revolutionary that dropped the video praising it, and now Pedantic Romantic is one day going to make a video called "How AnimeUproar Saved Neo Yokio."
I do get where like you're coming from that. The people that do just they'll jump in and they will automatically hate it and just go with other people because they dislike it as well.
Yeah, and they won't watch it, so it won't get any extra revenue. That it's just going to be seen as it's
So-
crap. That's it. Ghost Hunt though, no, I didn't watch it. I heard
It's
stories
fun.
of it,
Sure it's
but
called
I
Ghost Stories,
never
Ghost
watched it.
Stories.
Have you watched Just Because? Came out today.
No.
I've been at work all day. I've just
Oh.
got home.
Look
I
at
ain't even
that.
undressed yet from work.
Please
Okay,
watch it. I was so impressed by the first episode.
my food and my bath is waiting for me. Okay.
I'm gonna say this. It's like it's going into proper romance. This series. This
Well,
is-
okay. Well, yeah. I mean, it is one that I
Romance
want
of
to
the
check
season.
out. That one and the fiance one, and the fiance one hasn't let me down.
Anyways,
But,
the
yeah.
point of Neo Yokio is that they made an homage to anime with blatant references to anime, all that type of stuff. But it is not an anime; it's a Western cartoon, and like I said, it reminds me of Adult Swim cartoons like Harvey, Birdman, Attorney at Law, that type of stuff. Not it's not supposed to be an anime. It obviously draws a lot from anime. It pays tribute to anime, but it's its own thing, and we shouldn't judge it based on anime. And since we are talking about One Punch Man, I think one thing about One Punch Man is that they also knew they were going to be making a meme when they made the webcomic, the manga, and then the show, because they knew that it was drawing on a lot of other stuff. So like superhero stuff, Dragon Ball Z type anime, with a lot of fighting and action. But we know all the talk about OP characters, about Goku being OP and all that stuff. They said, why not take that to the extreme? Let's create a character that is obviously a meme because he can defeat anyone with one punch, and let's just make it a comedy anime. We know it's a comedy anime. We know it's not.
Yeah,
we're
it's
not
fun.
trying to make it like
Yeah.
a masterpiece of action and like
Yeah,
the next.
yeah. But I mean, One Punch Man is different. It's like everyone, like, pretty much will get it. Like, either there's two things: they'll either see it funny, right, or they'll see it as like super
Tacky.
OP guy and it's great. You know what I mean? There are few that get tired of it, like, oh yeah, it's just one joke over and over again. That is like the most minimal complaint you ever hear.
That's true.
You know what I mean? That is the most minimal. But whereas Neo Yokio, it's Marmite. You either love it or you hate it, and that's it.
But that's why he's saying we shouldn't be at all, like, as an anime community, we need to like step back completely and analyze this as a Western cartoon, something as like an Adult Swim nature, that we are all, because they're using anime memes and stuff like that, the anime community feels like this is something that needs to be judged, critiqued, and attacked.
Yeah, well, I mean, some of the jokes though, like a lot of people won't get anyway, because like they like referencing like certain fashions and products and things like that. Like when he sees the guy at the grave and he starts talking about like what product would have been better, as a perfume to use because of how it sold and certain people are just gonna see that and they think, what is this about? Why is he rambling about some perfume? Like what?
Yeah, and it's hilarious.
How is it supposed to be funny? Yeah, I mean, people will question.
It shows his upbringing, how vain he is as a person, and how he doesn't understand what really matters in life because of that. So
But not everyone will get that though. You know what I mean? Not everyone is gonna find that funny.
Well,
that
yeah, but
he's
they
stuck.
don't. Not
stuck
everyone
up with
has
it.
to get it, Soul. Just because some people are closed-minded and they don't want to get it, that doesn't make it a bad show.
No. They don't mean they're closed-minded. It's just their sense of humor is
Does mean that
different.
they're
Yeah?
closed-minded. If they're like,
No.
well, this has to be bad because I don't get the joke, or this has to be bad because I want a protagonist that I can relate to, not a guy that's essentially an anti-hero because he's a product of his ridiculous society and as a commentary on that society, then yeah, if you only want a Naruto and that's the only kind of anime you like, then yeah, that's closed-minded.
Well, I actually agree with where both of you guys are coming from, because he's like, I guess I kind of agree with the closed-minded statement. I mean, you're coming from also, you get the westernized jokes and stuff like that because we're right next door. You know what I mean? Like Canada, everyone there, they get the westernized jokes. But when you have somebody there overseas in the whole entire world, they're going to look at this and be like, what the hell is this? And not only that, we do get people that are mostly coming from the anime community judging this, so they're not going to have that open state of westernized culture, cartoonism in their mind when they're trying to judge this. This is all based off their own anime knowledge.
Yeah, and like the other thing is, I don't know, like, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of these like Adult Swim type shows, but like there's huge fans of like Adventure Time, cartoons like Ren and Stimpy, Rick and Morty.
SpongeBob.
Yeah, and if you look at the animation for these cartoons, it's like nowhere near good. Like the animation is almost deliberately bad, and yet people still love it. And that's why when people are saying, Neo Yokio animation is bad, yeah, it does look amateurish. But for these types of cartoons, that's not a deal breaker because a lot of them are even worse. And people don't remember like Cow and Chicken and shit. Like these were still called classics, even though the animation was terrible. And like Venture Bros, like I said, Adventure Time, Harvey, Birdman, Attorney at Law, I thought was hilarious. It's an older show, but it's
Rick and Morty is a really good analogy.
Like that. Like for example, they have an episode where Harvey Birdman is defending Fred Flintstone, and Fred Flintstone is a mafia godfather, like shit like that. It's just like
that was good.
Yeah, like and again, if you're like, man, this makes no sense. Fred Flintstone is from the ancient era, and Harvey Birdman is from the modern times. Like, what is this show? What is this show? Like, if you're taking it like that, you're never gonna enjoy it. And same thing with One Punch Man. If you're taking it as, well, no human can just run 10 kilometers a day and do push-ups and sit-ups and be this strong. This makes no sense. This makes no sense, guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well, no, it's like I said, it comes down to knowledge, what the person has, isn't it? Like, if I'm not aware of certain products in fashion, him making a reference of it means nothing to me because I don't understand the product. So I'm not going to get any kind of humor that's supposed to be like connected to that product because I have no knowledge of the product. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah,
so
and that's most of the world.
I'm closed-minded. I'm whatever. It's just that's not in my life. You know what I mean? I'm not involved with that fashion side, so I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to connect with it. It's just impossible for me because I don't know
it. You don't have to get it, Soul, because
no, but you do. If you don't get the joke, how are you going to laugh at the joke?
But that's not the joke. The joke is what a pretentious douchebag the main character is for him to be so into fashion in the first place. That's all you have to get, is that they're ridiculously into fashion to the point that it's just like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
The character of Helena Santesero calls them out, like straight up says, like, who cares what you're wearing? This is all pointless spectacle, stuff like that. And Kaz, the main guy, gets all depressed and lonely and shit because of stupid stuff like fashion and his suit being midnight blue, and then midnight blue becomes the next thing, and then he's like, oh shit. Like, that's the whole point. It makes no sense. It's absurd. The concept of fashion is absurd. Modern society is absurd, and Neo Yokio is just exposing it to a little bit over exaggerated level, but it's supposed to be shining a mirror on our own society.
Of how absurd you can be regarding fashion.
Yeah, so the thing is, you're not supposed to be relating to Kaz Khan. And it's not just fashion, it's vanity in general. You're not supposed to be relating to him. You're supposed to be like, this guy's fucked. But he's fucked because of the society. So it's not like a classic protagonist that I want to be him. It's like he's almost like an anti-hero. Not that he's evil or anything. He's just completely vain and like
He's
in
like
his
a
own
Punisher.
power. Recon, say something, man.
He's like, give me your opinion.
I don't know. It's just you guys seem to know what you're doing, so I'm leaving it to you. You mean I'm starting to feel the vibe of Animag versus Soul, so I'm like, okay, I'm backing off. I don't want to be part of this.
In terms of One Punch Man, Recon, because I know you're a fan.
I mean, you're talking about fucking jokes and shit like that, so
no, but
I find most jokes funny.
With One Punch Man, he's also not a relatable character in the sense that he's so OP, right? He's the main character, but he's so OP that none of us can relate to him. So what do you think makes him still an interesting character then?
Because he's bold.
And we will all be bald one day.
Yes.
No, but he's relatable in the sense of we understand that type of character. We've grown up with it. We know it. We know how it works. Yeah. So we're
Anyone
used
around
to
the
it.
world can connect with him.
Because we're all used to it. We all understand how that character works. But then Neo Yokio is something alien. Where
It's
only certain people are gonna get it. You know what I mean? But not everyone's gonna get it because that's not the norm for everyone. You know, some people don't care about like name brands and labels. You know what I mean? So those people are not gonna care that this guy's acting like that. They're not gonna find it humorous. They're just gonna think, oh, he's an idiot, and that's it.
But
and it's gonna give them a negative feeling. Yeah, but it's gonna be a negative feeling with it. It's not, oh, he's an idiot. Haha, look at him. It's gonna be, oh, he's an idiot. This is dumb. Oh, this is stupid. What the hell's going on? Why are they doing this? Oh, forget this. That's it.
You both have really, really, really good points. Because in the aspect there are people that should just look at it in the same, attire, like this is its own show for what it is. It's not an anime, but you do got people all over the world that has Netflix, you know what I mean, in different cultures and different regions. With anime, they fit it in with all their jokes to where anybody can adapt from it. Doesn't matter what culture, where you're from. When we westernize something, we put jokes about Kanye, we talk about Louis Vuitton and Gucci and certain sprays like that. Like, we talk about stuff that's so westernized that like people from UK, Japan, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I understand both sides.
Yeah, and the thing with I think these types of anime, and it's interesting because Netflix is interesting. Like, Netflix has done a lot of stupid shit, as we know. They did the whole labeling Seven Deadly Sins season 2 an OVA or TV special as season 2, and there was all this confusion about it. They did the freaking Death Note movie, and like you guys know that I'm not saying I like Neo Yokio just to be like a contrarian. Nobody liked it, so I'm like, I liked it because I hated the Death Note movie, and most people hated it. And I was like, yeah, it sucked. It sucked as a movie. It sucked as on its own. It sucked as an adaptation. But Netflix also does have One Punch Man, for example, one of the anime they have. They have some other ones like Knights of Sidonia and things like that. That they call them original releases, meaning I guess that they're the distributors for the West. But yeah, so Netflix is an interesting indie anime community because while they have some good anime and might be a positive influence to some extent, they're also like very iffy and have done some shady things in the past. So yeah,
it's definitely a weird platform to be holding anime on, for sure, especially when pretty sure headquarters are fucking located in America. So it's weird kind of setup that they have, definitely.
And they also have that whole thing, guys, that where they release everything all at once, meaning that they're not doing weekly releases, which is not at all how anime works, right? Like, anime comes out on a weekly basis and everyone wants to watch it as soon as possible. So when they, like what they did with Little Witch Academia, they released it all like after a while, and even though it was coming out in Japan weekly, and people were complaining, it's like, why am I paying for Netflix membership as an anime fan if you're the only ones with the right to distribute this show, and you're waiting till it ends, like 6 months after it starts is when I can actually watch it. Like,
Yeah.
It's a very weird platform for sure.
I think they do it just for, like, you know, in cases like the live actions that may come out, or in case, you know, the Neo one that came out, you know what I mean? Like, there's, you know what I mean? I think they expected something and it wasn't what you expected.
Yeah, I realized that Netflix, they like the whole binge watching aspect, but you know, people who want to binge watch can wait. They have that option. But people who want to watch as soon as it comes out should also have the option of just watching it as soon as it comes out, right?
Most definitely, they
Yeah,
should
but I
have
mean,
that choice.
Netflix does that sometimes with certain like TV shows. Like some of the shows that my missus used to watch, they used to do it with like was it Pretty Little Liars? Like every
Mhm.
week they'll do the new episode. So I mean, they can do it when they have the license or rights to, I guess. But yeah, they've never done it with anime. I've never seen them do it
Yeah,
with
and
anime.
I don't watch Pretty Little Liars for obvious reasons, like what
Yeah.
the fuck.
Yeah.
But I did watch the
Yes.
100, and they did that. They released them weekly.
Right. Okay.
That's a sci-fi show.
Yeah.
I think the best thing that you're going to get from Netflix is hoping and like that, like the having your HD nice quality movies, and when they come out with a live actions, and hoping that they're not bad, because they're
Live
going to do more
actions.
live actions. Yeah, they're going to do more.
Live action's not bad. I don't think those two words belong
Well, see,
together.
this is the whole thing. Like the Death Note movie that he mentioned before. I've had a lot of people that aren't anime fans at all. They hate anime and
Yeah, they
watch
say
the
it's-
movie. No, they don't say it's good. They say it's an okay movie, but it had a really bad ending. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So it's like, once in a while, I mean, how do you guys feel about Ghost in the Shell live
The
action?
film?
No,
Yeah, the film.
no.
Yeah, it's all right.
I still haven't seen it, to be honest.
It was a
I will
good
say
action
this.
movie. It was a good action
Yes.
movie, but as a Ghost in the Shell movie, it wasn't good.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because
it's same like Spider-Man, the Homecoming. It's a good action movie, but it's a terrible Spider-Man movie.
Exactly. So it's like, you gotta take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? You know that they're not going to match up to it, but in hopes that maybe it's a good movie.
Yeah, and
I get it.
that's the thing with adaptations. You really have to not expect much. But my problem with like the Netflix movie, with the Death Note movie, is that it essentially did not even live up to the hype of a movie on its own. Even if you didn't know anything about Death Note, you would still be like, why would this dude reveal this power after he just used it to kill someone to a random chick? Like, are you kidding me? And
It's
he's
so bad.
smart. Like, what is happening? That was not a good show, guys.
There were so many wrongs. There were so many wrongs that where it was not comparable at all with the anime. I literally was like face palming. My forehead was so fucking red at the end of the movie.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, even if, like, obviously the guy can't even compare to Light. Like, Light Turner is a joke. But even if you just take him for what he is, like a regular dude, it's like, what are you doing, man? Like, what you're doing, like, they make him off as he's supposed to be smart. He does all this stupid shit in the film. And then at the end, he does like a no game, no life genius play that no one anticipated.
But then again, even throughout the movie, like he was like this, whiny, like Light wasn't like that. Like
No, not at all.
Light knew what he was doing. He wasn't me personally, how I took the whole series, that he wasn't really in love with the chick. He was just using her because, you know, for his freaking plan. And they did it all. The only one that was good is William Dafoe. Thank God you're an A-list actor and you did Ryuk beautifully, but the whole film, no.
Yeah, if anything, Ryuk could have had a bigger role then, but he didn't really. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah. By the way, Gilgamesh says Netflix shares the love of Fate to all of America. It's true. I did watch Fate Zero and Unlimited Blade Works on Netflix. So again, we have a love and hate relationship with Netflix because they bring us some quality anime and really good quality visuals and everything like that. And then on the other hand, they do some really stupid stuff. So yeah, I don't know. That Netflix, bro.
It's kind of cool though, because it constantly gives you something to wonder what they're going to do next. You know, it's fun to critique them.
Yeah, but what I thought was really scummy was the Seven Deadly Sins season 2 thing they did, because there was a 4-episode TV special, so kind of like an OVA, but it actually aired on TV, and in Japan, called Signs of a Holy War, and they billed it on Netflix as season 2. and I was, because we do news on this channel, so I was looking at, before it even came out, I was like, there's no evidence in Japan that season 2 came out. So are they saying that it's going to come out on Netflix before it comes out in Japan? And people were thinking that's what they were saying. However, when it came out, we realized it was not at all a full season 2. And people were so confused. Some people, like, they wanted to renew their membership for that month, for example, because they wanted to see Seven Deadly Sins season 2. So in that sense, I thought it was very shady business practice to do that. Because I'm sure they're not stupid. They know an anime season is not 4 episodes. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
everyone
everyone should know that. I mean, everyone with basic knowledge of anime should know that a season is longer than 4 episodes. But I don't know. Some were, I don't know. I don't know. Too ignorant to that fact, I guess. They were just taking it by, you know, what it was titled as and saying that that's the truth, and you can't say
but that's
anything
the
different.
thing. Like, especially the guy who works at Netflix, the guy who made the decision to call it season 2 should have known better. That's my whole point.
Yeah, definitely.
But the anime dude, I love how he trolls me, because he knows this pisses me off, because like we made videos about this before, and then I still on those videos, which were published months ago, saying this is not a real season 2 that's on Netflix, it's just a TV special. I still get people saying, bro, Seven Deadly Sins season 2 is on Netflix. I'm watching it right now, you idiot. Yeah, that's YouTube for you guys. And so the anime dude's like in the chat, he's like, Seven Deadly Sins season 2 is already on Netflix though, Animac. Damn you, anime dude.
Okay.
On one.
Okay.
Yeah, the true god of anime says he's comparing Netflix to 4Kids. Yes, 4Kids. That's another painful chapter in the anime community. Jelly-filled donuts and such.
I mean, for kids, like little kids, I mean, this is the whole thing too, is like when 4Kids, they were airing freaking kids anime. So like, I don't understand the whole processing of like re-editing the anime. Like, I don't understand that.
I know why. Like, it's okay if they did like Digimon and shit, but then why are you doing like One Piece where there's death all over the place, and then doing a censorship thing? It's like, what are you gonna do? Attack on Titan and be like,
Yu-Gi-Oh was the worst.
He's eating a banana. It's not a person. It's a banana. It's just like the skin flapping instead of legs and stuff. You know, that's what they do.
No, yeah.
It's like how Sanji's cigarette changed, isn't it?
Yeah, to a lollipop. To a freaking lollipop.
Wait, don't give me too much spoiler. If you're giving one, don't give me too much One Piece spoilers, because I just started watching that actually, and I'm on like episode 40.
No, I'm not giving spoilers. I'm just saying like the visual changes, like the censorship, the 4Kids.
It does change. Oh my god,
So
yeah.
Instead of him smoking a cigarette, he would always have a lollipop in his hand.
Yeah,
so I'm saying
stupid.
like instead of Titans eating people, they'll change it into bananas. And where the limbs would be flapping, it would be like the skin of the banana, you know, and that's what they'd be doing instead.
Yeah, like that's he's not spoiling it. He's just talking about like the crazy changes.
No, that's great.
Which is crazy because the 4Kids version is how a lot of people were introduced to One Piece, and then they thought like this is so immature and stupid. Like we have a whole video on the channel which talks about the 10 changes that 4Kids made to One Piece. And it's already like approaching 150,000 views. It did really well because it's such a sore topic. And yeah, there's so many things. Changing guns into water guns, for example.
Yeah, that's just
carrying water. It's just
the Yu-Gi-Oh, the cards one. That's the one that shocked me. It was the changing of the cards on Yu-Gi-Oh. That was just so crazy because like my whole entire perception was the show was kind of childish and extremely stupid.
Yeah.
And I was mad because it totally like killed Pokemon around the time in my neighborhood. And I was the kid that was like, F you guys, I'm still playing Pokemon. But the cards were just like the nudity on them. I was just so shocked about the nudity on the cards.
Yeah. And that's basically what they did with everything. They just like dumbed it down. And like Yu-Gi-Oh is not even that severe when you look at any other anime, but like they still like made it so childish.
One Piece is definitely an amazing treat because like I was really into DBZ and I fell off after the Boo saga because I got really upset at like, you know, just how it was changing and GT and So I never gave One Piece a chance, and I used to say, what's the point of watching something when you only get 10 minutes in an episode? And I used to bash it really bad, but now I'm like obsessed with it. I'm eating my words really bad right now.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because a lot of people were exposed to One Piece and stuff like that for the first time through 4Kids, and then they're like, man, this is childish. Like, I don't want anything to do with this. So yeah, it's definitely a weird thing where if you were exposed to it, you got a completely different idea of what it really is through 4Kids than, you know, the truth behind it. But yeah, definitely, anime community is a complex one. I saw Matter Swordsman in there saying he apparently wants to see a Yokio no Pico.
Oh my god.
Spin-off.
I thought that meme was dead. What is happening?
No, it's never.
No,
On
it's
this
never
channel,
dead.
memes never die.
Yeah.
My name is Jeff is still huge on this channel.
Well, that's still huge.
Or that other one. What's that other one? That thingy is that anime. Oh god, what is it?
Corey in
the House. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Recon no Pico is still there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Recon no Pico will never die because you refuse to let it die.
We need to come up with our own. As an anime community, we need to come together and come up with a list, 10 max, of our own anime new fresh memes.
Yeah. Didn't originate on 4chan.
Yep, exactly. Thank you. Yes. Can we do it?
Shonen the anime. I know it started here in Rant Café. Someone said it, and that sticks. Shonen the anime.
Yes. Shonen, yeah.
There you go.
Which is the way we made fun of Black Clover, because it seems to combine elements from all these different shonen anime just to try to be as good as it can be. So he was born without magic, but then he develops magical powers like Deku. He wants to be the wizard king instead of the pirate king, like in One Piece. Right? So we were like, man, this Black Clover thing is just shonen the anime.
I was thinking of Harry Potter. Like, I was thinking of Harry Potter meets Naruto.
Well, even so, we have fairy tales. We don't even need Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah, no, that's even better. It's like Harry Potter and Fairy Tale. That's so perfect.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, it's just a bunch of shonens put together, and let's see what happens. I haven't seen the first episode, though. I've heard bad things, but I'm going to have to watch it myself, just kind of get my own first impressions. But
You haven't watched Harry Potter?
It's too early for us to judge it. I just want to say that. I always tell everybody, if you're going to judge an anime series, at least get 6 episodes in before you walk away from it.
Yeah. 3 episode rule exists for
I got another meme that I created.
Oh, please, no.
Café.
No, please,
And it
no.
was,
No.
Who is Miyazaki? Recon, get the fuck out.
Get out so I can speak. Mute your mic.
Yeah, gosh.
I couldn't hear the meme. Can you say that again?
The meme. It was directed to Recon. It was what Recon said in one of our Rant Cafe sessions. He said, "Who is Miyazaki?"
Oh god.
So I created the meme. Who is Miyazaki? Recon, get the fuck out.
Oh, that's great. Oh,
I didn't say it
poor
was
guy.
Miyazaki. I was like, Miyazaki is the director of the Big Cat. And
No,
so you
your
decided
first-
to get.
Cat.
So you
First
decided to
response-
fucking get a picture of a
Your
cat
first
from an
response
anime.
was, who was Miyazaki? And then our response was, you don't know who Miyazaki is? And then you were like, oh, was he the guy who had the big cat?
The big cat. He had the big cat.
And you were talking about Totoro, and Totoro ain't even a cat.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
he
then-
told me he was
then
like a big
someone-
raccoon.
Someone in our Discord made an image of the cat from The Cat Returns, which is another
Yeah,
Ghibli
that was
film.
me. That was me. That's I created that.
Miyazaki.
oh my god. Poor guy.
Hey,
Feels so bad. I can only imagine, like, god damn it, fuck you guys. Like, I would be like, oh.
oh god, he deserves it. Okay, you don't know who Miyazaki is on Rant Cafe. You deserve it. And Recon is a good sport, so he'll take it.
Yeah,
He'll
yeah.
take
yeah.
it hard.
That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good,
He
though.
knows.
That's good.
He knows we're not picking on him. We're not being mean. So
Oh, no.
unless it was Nux would be mean. But,
You know when Brits really love you when they call you, you know, cunt and asshole, and they treat, you know, that's when you know they like you.
Is that what they told you? Is that what they told you?
Yep, that's what they told me.
well,
That's
as a
what they
Brit.
told me. Swear to God, swear to God, swear to God.
It's
I got a few friends
know
over there.
when a Brit gets really drunk and attacks you physically, that that's love, right?
I
There.
got quite a few. No, I got quite a few buddies over there. They always tell me that, like, we treat you like this because we love you. That's the way we do it over here. I'm like, oh really? I'm like, that's how you Brits are. And he's like, yeah, that's how we are. You fucking cunt. Like, okay.
which is why I keep my British People Association limited to like Recon and Solmak and a few other people. I try to keep that shit on the down low. But yes, to sum up this whole discussion in terms of One Punch Man, guys, we do not know anything about a release date, unfortunately, yet. We are following, like as always on this channel, we do follow the news on the official Japanese website. That's usually where the stuff first comes. But right now, the last thing we had was back in September a few weeks ago, or a week and a half ago. They basically said, good news, everyone. New staff announced for One Punch Man Season 2. And it's like...
Good news, more like bad news.
Yeah, like they made it seem like, oh, it's good news, we have new stuff. It's like, but then when you think of it, it's like, wait. They're changing staff. It's not like, oh, we have staff, we're working on Season 2. It's a good thing. It's like, no, they're changing staff. Season 2 is potentially in trouble. But they try to make it, they try to make it seem like a positive story. However, yeah, we don't know actually when it's going to come out. We don't know the release date. But as soon as we do know something, we'll keep you posted. However, I'm a bit worried. Hopefully, we are going to see a Season 2 in the respectable future. I hope we're not going to have another Attack on Titan 4-year wait.
You might. Hope for the best, expect the worst.
Yeah, I know. It's easier to say that than to accept it.
Just believe.
Because accepting the worst is like accepting never no One Punch Man Season 2 ever, and I'm like, I don't want to accept it. But anyway, let's wrap it up, guys. Now, Agata, since you're new, you can tell us first who you are and what you do on your channel.
I am Nawagata, and I do anime content, usually funny skits, and I do some comedy anime news, kind of like.
Miyokyo, best anime kind of stuff. Yes.
Yeah, just it's really comical. Like I like to goof around.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all do. We all do. So that's, and yeah, you are on our Discord as well, correct?
Yep, I'm in there. I'm a silent one, but I'm in there.
And yeah, guys, if you want to join our Discord, link in the description. Don't forget to leave a like also on Rant Café if you like Rant Café. And thank you, Nawagata. Her link is in the description. We also have Soul Maka. We have a link in the description now for him as well, since he launched his channel. What's up, my man? Who are you and what do you do? Tell everyone.
Hi, I am Soul Maka. See, that was my recon impression. But no, I'm Soul Maka. You'll catch me mainly on Discord. I mainly do voice chat sessions for hours and hours on end. I am more focused on manga than anime because there's just more variety and content in manga. And even if you have like a manga version of the same story that you have in anime, chances are you've got the complete story in the manga and an incomplete story in the anime. But yeah, my channel is gonna show comparisons between manga and anime, but also try and introduce people to easy manga to get into. So I'll go with like typical things like, battle shonen and stuff like that, maybe some romance, drama, and things that people would generally be into. But yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Thank you, Soul. And like I said, very glad that you have your channel up and running now. It is, I checked it out, it is coming along nicely. You have a bunch of like gaming stuff from before though.
Yeah. That was like
privatized.
Go, man.
You do you, man. You do you. Just reviewing manga and eroge games. That's how we do it.
Yeah, Happy Dead or Alive. Come on, man. That bounce. You can't deny that bounce. That's like early Keijo, man. Come on, man.
Boobology and astrology.
Exactly. Yeah, but better.
And we got Anime Recon. Tell us who you are and what you do, my friend.
All right. What up, my boys? It's your boy Recon here, and I do them anime top 10s. And yeah.
Awesome.
That's
Awesome, but very. I like it. I like it.
That's very short. I
Short
think
and
That's it. Nice, short, and sweet. And
did it
I have
well.
I have my own Discord server as well. I made it.
Yeah,
He
but
made
the
it
link is
all
not
on
in
his
the
own.
description.
Yeah, I know.
The link is not in the description because I only want you on my server, guys.
You don't need to join my server. If you want if you want to find my server, just check out my latest
Twitter.
video. So yeah.
La 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 la. What? We can't hear you, Recon. We can't hear you over the awesomeness of the AnimeUproar Discord server. Sorry, bro.
Yeah, I know everyone here is a fan.
Oh,
of
love you, man. Love you, man. Thank you, guys, Nawagata, Solmaka, and Anime Recon for being guests in today's stream. A lot of fun, as always. Thanks, everyone in the chat for contributing, including the content cop stuff. I like it all. The craziness, the trolling. It's fun. I enjoy it. And yeah, we'll be back again next week, as always. And until then, until that time, guys, see ya. Yokio Cowboy.
Thank you.